Morning! We all up bright and early. Bright and early on a Sunday for some morning Overwatch. Oh, I think I've got everything. I've got Hey Big Small, Hey Quark, Hey Trig, Hey Plum, Hey Juby, Hey Musket, Hey Seppu. Morning San, morning HSQC, morning Finn, Fork. Oh, alright. I've got everything I need. I have a sausage sandwich. Hey Aegis, hey Prince, hey Juby. Sorry. Hey Herman. Got my sausage sandwich halfway through it. I've taken... Was anyone here yesterday morning right at the start where I asked if it was too late to get into coffee? I've taken everyone up on that offer. I've got myself a coffee. So, let's see. I'm thinking... I'm thinking... Obviously, I've had coffee before, but I normally only have it in sort of extreme situations. Normally, extreme states of hungover. Normally, I'll have a Diet Coke. So the question is, I'm pretty confident the caffeine density or the amount of caffeine in the coffee is going to be significantly higher. So let's see how it goes. No, I like the taste of coffee. I just prefer the taste of Diet Coke. We have 175 milligrams of caffeine per cup. And what's in a can of Diet Coke? Yeah, I just put... It's just instant coffee. I think from Costa Rica. No, that makes it sound fancy than it is. It's from a supermarket in a jar that says Costa Rica on it. 46? So I'm tripling the caffeine intake. Oh. I actually really like the smell of coffee, but I know it would be too slippery slope. Yeah, well, let's see. This is my first cup of Joe today. And then, let's see if this turns into a daily occurrence. Hey, Harold. You think you'd die if you stopped? Thanks, Prince. Hey, Nod friend. Hey, Kazap. What's going on here? Wait, let me just show you what I'm looking at. What's this an advert for? Star Wars? Is this the same advert I'm on? Or is this now an advert for something else? Or is this still PC Direct? I think this is a different advert. What is Stealth? I think Gigabyte is like a PC company, right? Like PC hardware. All right, I'm locking back in. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I've had a gigabyte motherboard at one point or another. I mean, it's nice that I have sponsors, eh? Do you think Hogs has legs on this patch? Not really, no. There's maybe an argument that when people are playing this, this like Genji Tracer Bull type stuff. Now, Hog's actually kind of good into that. Can fight everyone. Can fight everyone, a little bit hard to die. You know, so maybe in those specific comps there's a bit more legs on Hog. But I think, you know, we kind of saw, if you think back to that T1 series yesterday, the Hog worked for a map, and then it very explicitly didn't work for the rest of that early Lijiang Tower. I wonder if someone really buys a motherboard randomly because they see an advert for one. I reckon people don't. There's a word for it, I'm sure. Maybe if anyone works in marketing, they'll know the word for it. But I guess it's just like brand awareness. What you want is, most people aren't going to be looking for a motherboard most of the time. But when they do look for a motherboard, they'll probably just Google it, they'll look at it, and then they'll see the list of a load of different motherboard companies and brands, and they're more likely to pick a name they recognize, even if it's not a name they've had recommended to them directly by a friend, or a name or a brand they've experienced before, but they just recognize the name, so it feels nicer, it feels safer. So I think when you see, you know, like when you see Intel sponsoring like the CS and stuff, I think it's all just that, you know, like they know everyone watching is probably going to buy a motherboard or a GPU or a CPU or whatever at a certain point in time, and they want their name to be at the top of a list, the top of everyone's list when they see it. I don't even know what motherboard I use. I kind of just... I actually wanted to... I didn't give it time to actually load. Morning, Red Eyes. Will it tell me here? Maybe not. Oh, system, yeah, Asus, yeah. I use Asus. I had a gigabyte one before, though. Yeah, I'm one of those guys who doesn't really know about computers, so every time he needs a new computer or some type of upgrade, just has that friend who I go to and go, this is the money I've got. These are the things I need. What should I buy? Well, you know the other one I don't get on CS? Is it DHL? The DHL? The like delivery company? I don't get that one. Like, is that actually their market? Morning, Gala. You know, like I don't know. Maybe, I guess, I mean, everyone ships stuff, right? But it just seems a little weird. Oh, thank you, Pack Richness.
Good to be so back. Hashtag WalkMzeta, hashtag SP1TonMimmoth.
Brian has done such a horrific job of reading out those hashtags, but thank you, Pack. What, Overwatch League fan was buying a Toyota? None. That's why there's no Toyota sponsorship anymore. Alright, think my coffee's cool enough to drink now? Yeah, we're okay. We're okay. Get a sip. An MMO I played had a Lamborghini sponsorship. Yeah, you just feel like the overlap there has to be 0. I guess we had a Porsche one, didn't we? Yeah. Has anyone bought... How many people have bought a Porsche since the collab? I bought 4. Lemon got 1 too. Ah, oh. Fork got 1 as well. I guess this is just Marketing 101. Wow, we've actually sent Porsches. We've probably saved Porsches a business. Didn't C9 give me one? No. Did I ever tell you the story about... was it Porsche? It wasn't a Porsche. I think I've told the story before. The short version rather is... Do you remember when it was announced or it became public that... Oh, I've broken my clean feed for you. Do you remember when it became public that the Overwatch League was dying? The Overwatch League was dying, all of that, you know, blah, blah, blah. So we were in LA in the London house at the time, and there was obviously anxiety because there was all this talk about at the end of the year, everyone's going to vote. But all the orgs are going to vote on whether to keep the league going, not keep the league going, etc., etc. So there was a lot of apprehension in the air in the London house. But, you know, just get on with your day, do some work, do some scrims, etc., etc. Then I was at the gym, which is in the League of Legends house, which was down the street from our house. And often C9 Jack, who is the boss, the big boss man, he works most days from the League of Legends house. He has just like a computer set up for him in there. So then while I'm at it, so while I'm at the gym, Jack pulls up, and there was all these things about and there's going to be like if you say no to continue in the league, we'll give you $6 million. And then Jack turns up, he arrives, and I forget. I don't think it was a Porsche. I don't think it was a Porsche, but it's like a luxury sports car. So all these rumors of a $6 million payout if you quit the Overwatch League, and then Jack turns up in a Porsche because he doesn't normally drive for Porsche. I can't remember if it was, maybe it was a BMW. I think it was a BMW, but like a nice one. So all this talk of like, all this money if you quit the league, and then our boss turns up in like a car we haven't seen before, and I'm like, fuck, he's taking my money, we're all fired. He's traded us in for a car. And obviously, after that, Jack had to go. Jack went straight in, but then he came out before I'd finished at the gym. He like made an effort to come out and talk to me, and you know, what's the word? Calm the nerves and say they wanted to stay and everything like that. You know, so actually, as much as it looked a little bit scary when he turns up in the sports car, he was actually class about it. Was C9 making money from Overwatch League? Not in like a super meaningful way. There was all this weird stuff at the end of Overwatch League. Do you remember in Season 6 of Overwatch League, where every team would have someone stream their games, but quite often it would just be a random player, and they had to stream on YouTube as well, or they would get someone else who works for the org, but a different game to stream it, and it was just someone just with 40 viewers on YouTube watching it. Yeah, so you would get a stipend from Blizzard, or I guess from Overwatch League technically, for doing that stuff. So there was all this weird thing where, because we were quite a budget team in London Spitfire, we got kind of close to covering some of our costs just through doing this nonsense bullshit where we would stream, like, have someone stream for 40 viewers. We would release a few shorts that would get a few hundred views, and this would qualify us for a pot of money from Overwatch League. So, so really there's no way to know how this business failed. There's no way to know. Seems like all this money they were giving out for like 0 view shorts and 50 viewer streams was somehow not making a return on itself. I don't know. So that's why Overwatch teams YouTube have a lot of shorts. Yeah. It's weird. I mean, it's what it seems like to me is desperation, right? Desperation to try and generate viewership, They've kind of got money to spend, but they don't know how to go about it, and it all just feels a little bit misguided. Misguided, mismanaged is probably the words for it. They should have... You're right. If they built a monorail, and then they had some kind of catchy song to get everyone on board with the monorail, then maybe Overwatch League would still be here today. What's this, GB?
Hey.
Is this our song? I don't think I have a copyright for this. Morning, Max.
Morning. You say you don't think you have the copyright for this?
It's for London Spitfire song. I feel
I was
like...
going to say, I don't think that I have the copyright anytime WGG plays a sound on the stream nowadays, but it's a different story.
Yeah, do you remember when I was watching the Yu-Gi-Oh yesterday when we had our intermission? The copyright striked for that, because they played a Yu-Gi-Oh advert during the stream. YouTube actually has no chill at all.
Yeah. Del Sleep's acknowledgement. Pay to win marble here.
You're so addicted to marbles, mate. You've gone a full 180 on this.
I mean, I like watching slop on YouTube, but I'm streaming on YouTube, so I actually have nothing to do in queue other than play other games or watch marbles, and this is like better than playing another game, right?
It's like if slop was a game.
Exactly. It is the sloppiest game imaginable, in all honesty. There's nothing to it. Hello, I love Macedonia 2004. It's almost that time of month for a Rory trim, but best you can do right now is a golden pants high or something.
Morning, Sam. Yeah, people liked the We Spitfire song. There was nearly... Do you remember this? I think I told you about it. There was nearly a space station song at one point, but it never happened.
the Sparker's mum song?
Yeah, there was like there was a plan to have like a song made. Sparker's mum knew like fuck, I forgot the name of the band now, but knew a band in Sweden that she had like done some work with, and I think some production for and stuff, or some songwriting, something like that. And then they were looking for like something, like they wanted to make a song that was, I guess, like an anthem for a team.
Yeah.
So it nearly happened, but then it wasn't ready in time for like the end of the year event in 2024, I think it was. So it just didn't quite come together.
You're gonna die here, Jelly Macy.
Ominous.
Cried. Yeah. It happened. You see Minjay's in?
Yep. Oh god, we're already into the game already. Jesus Christ.
Craig, absolute pedal to the metal performance from the big man. He realizes that an hour-long, well, 80-minute-long pause, I think it was, yesterday, is a bit long. So today, this has to be world record pace, 12 minutes in.
12?
And we're rolling into the game. And it's ONSIDE Gaming playing Wrecking Ball on Lijiang Tower Control Center. So this is exactly how I wanted to witness Kellen's return to OWCS Korea, in all honesty. Going up in a puff of smoke. 24, 23,
It
22,
just works.
21. It just works.
Wait,
Kellen comes rolling through. Did you what?
Did I link it to you today, or did you find it on your own?
I found it myself. I felt
so
like it.
proud.
Knife is already pre-fighted. You can take the man out of North America, but you cannot take the North America out of the man. Kellen has rolled through MIR Gaming 3 times in a row, but ONSIDE Gaming versus perhaps the worst team in the entirety of OWCS Korea have lost first pick. Kellen keeps on rolling around the point, goes over to steal the Mega, but Open has probably already snatched that one up because he wanted 13 extra health. So it's not looking great for ONSIDE in this first fight, but Knife is soon to return, Zav.
Knife back soon. Kellen keeping this point contested. He's getting plenty of boosts as well, so keep boosting Kellen. Opener maybe needs some of those boosts as well. He's going to get picked off, and right now MIR Gaming, they're just basing themselves surrounding Ruler and just trying to force point yet. But Cadence is still coming through, but ONSIDE Gaming, their health pool is getting so low. They're having to back it up and finally concede the flip.
Flip has been conceded. ONSIDE Gaming losing first fight. Who would have thought that playing Ball Genji Tracer on Control Center might not have been the best comp in the universe? Kellen rolling in on the point, but he's taken so much damage early on. Has to roll into the Mega Room now. Server side will be able to pick that one up. Is really close to a minefield now. He's actually doing quite a lot on the Wrecking Wheel, but ONSIDE, they need someone to connect from the other side. All of these boops are getting nothing. Addo's very low, no deflect. He's going to have to dash out of the fight. And MIR Gaming, they look very healthy as Irony falls first.
Really good job here by Azent, just marking Knife, forcing him to fight himself instead of diving the backline. Now they come through. Tidal Wave is out onto Universe, just a defensive one, but Ruler needs all sorts of healing, but the pocket's there in time, and they manage to stabilize again, and you can kind of see it, right? Like, Kellen's rolling through, he's booping MCD, but MCD's kind of just sitting in a corner safely tucked away. Where's the Genji? Where's the Tracer pressure with this?
Yeah, it feels like there has been no connect. The timing is completely off for ONSIDE Gaming. Even if all of the ingredients are correct, the timing of the mixture completely, well, oh, big slam comes out from Kellen though. He's going to ham up the support. Irony is going to take down Universe as well. Two, actually, as Irony finds a second kill onto MCD. Trades on both sides though. It is a 3v3, but OP's alive. One player advantage now for ONSIDE Gaming, and they got the flip.
Flip as well, they're focusing down the Reaper, should be able to keep Kane in check here, and MIR Gaming will have to play retake. Couldn't keep their backline alive during that. Looks like they want to retake, potentially through server. They're just waiting for their Zarya to go. They will have a grab for this, and the grab is going to be so powerful against this ball composition here. Any connect, even with the beat, should confirm a kill here. ONSIDE Gaming lurking. Alman disengaged, but all eyes on Ruler and his grab.
Alan's gone for an early slam, rolls on through a second time, boops the Reaper off to the side, will snatch up that mega health pack up on the high ground. Pulse comes out from Azent, catches nothing. Beat from Opener as he runs into the grab out of respect, will go down to that one as the Suzu's a bit late. Addo pulls the blade, slashes wildly, catches nothing, will go down as well. Irony trades Univer again, Kellen onto MCD, no supports remaining for MIR Gaming. Kellen and Irony really tried their best to will their team over the line here, but ONSIDE Gaming, they're not out of the woods yet. The flip has gone back to MIR as they've got a Zarya on the point.
Eyes on the ball behind as they try and keep hold of that. They need to back Ruler up for a second. He's awfully low. They can't afford to lose him here, but they do. Addo gets for low HP players. No supports available. Azent is going to die on point or get the last few capture percentage here. Addo with all the cleanup, and ONSIDE Gaming back in control. Nearly another minefield too.
That was really nice discipline from ONSIDE to actually concede the cap when MIR had no supports. Just win the slow fight rather than rushing in and giving them an opportunity to win it. Spawn engagement here from the side of ONSIDE. Very deep, aggressive engagement. The bubbles are great from Ruler to keep everybody healthy. That's Suzu and Bubbles burn. Kellen's about to have another minefield, and you can see one slam on the rotation is all it's going to take. He's already got the mines up, looking for an angle. Can't quite get it done though, so he's going to disengage, and they're going to play for another turn where they can pop that minefield up.
We're looking to poke out Addo a little bit. Now the tidal wave comes through onto Azent, looking for that kill. Kane will confirm that one onto Irony. Now turning their attention onto the Tracer. Knife's in big trouble here, actually. Azent's going to take over this side. Knife's trying to give him the slip. He's wasting a lot of time, and Opener's come to help him as well, actually. So ONSIDE Gaming have kept a lot of their players alive, but they are going to have to concede another flip, potentially.
Yeah, flip more than likely to be conceded at this point. Kellen will not go down. ONSIDE are actually staggering on right now, but they do concede it now. Still, that forward fight, 1-for-1 exchange and no kills, not great in all honesty. Kitsune rush now from Irony on the point, but he's already caught a headshot. He's very low. Knife's going to fall again. So will Irony. It's 85% Xavier. ONSIDE at this point, they need to prioritize survival. They need one last touch with their beat. But you can see they're still a little bit caught inside. Addo on the run on the coast being pincered by the Reaper and the Tracer. Needs to be oh so careful, Zav.
Trying to survive here, pushing him now as MCD, but they can't find that kill, so their time's been wasted, and now ONSIDE comes, they can stall this out, and Open nearly has beat. A Blossom on point doesn't do all that much. Univer dies in the back, a Blade, a beat over top. Addo looking to do it, gets two with that one. Kane does trade him, actually, in the end, but the death onto Ruler is going to be crucial here, and ONSIDE Gaming, they might have just scrapped this one out.
Really close one there for ONSIDE. Addo, out of respect, peaking on 40 HP with both cooldowns. Azent trades Irony, so ONSIDE looked so good for them, but they're losing these random picks. This could slip out of their hands if they're not careful. Boost Bunnykins in the chat. Knife closing on a pulse bomb. Kellen closing on a minefield, but neither of these ultimates are available just yet. Knife's got no recall. He's lost the mini health pack control. He needs to get out of dodge. He's going to be healed by Irony coming back from spawn, but Addo is dead again. Somebody stop Addo from killing himself. MCD with a massive Guardian wave. Now in a position to pop his ultimate onto Ruler. Ruler gets the tidal blast. He's on the point. Kane's caught Knife as well. The DPS have fallen over. Kellen goes down to nothing. And MIR Gaming, from the jaws of defeat, they clasp a victory. Outrageous.
Incredible result for MIR Gaming there. Didn't even need the grab in the end. Azent, all the difference maker as we get into that scrappy fight. Thank you, Prince, for the 4 months. But as Azent, we go into this long fight. Azent hits the pulse bomb kill, then all of a sudden everyone can trickle back in. MCD has the tidal blast just in time to save Ruler, and they just mow him down. But it's going to be tougher for MIR Gaming now because this is a point that's going to be a lot better for the ball for Kellen.
Oh. We're out of the worst of it when it comes to ball maps. But honestly, Kellen, he was doing a lot on the Wrecking Ball on Control Center. If he can keep that going on these more open maps where he can catch environmentals, when MIR Gaming's positioning is a little bit more awkward, good looks for ONSIDE Gaming, but frankly, I'm very concerned about the performance from the ONSIDE DPS. Addo going down egregiously twice in a row. Knife repeatedly pre-fight picked as well. It might not necessarily be Kellen's fault, but ultimately timing, it's not just about Kellen, it's not just about Knife, it's not just about Addo, it's about all of them coming together at once, and it's hard to point the finger at any one character in that regard. MIR Gaming with the hog pick, we saw this yesterday, and it was an insane pick on Lijiang Garden. Let's see if they can make it work again.
Yeah, when I think about
yesterday, but,
yeah, when I think about the hog, it was Farmer tearing it up, filling those crops. But Azent's going to die early actually to Kellen here. I think the hog does match up kind of nicely. When it's like a Genji Tracer, the hog can just be uncontested, walk around, kill Irony like that. But Kellen is all over the backline, so the trades are no good. Ruler is alive in the house here, but he's about to get outnumbered massively.
Outnumbered already as ONSIDE. They have got the flip. Ruler is going to go down. So really, ONSIDE Gaming coming into their own a little bit more as they come to this more open map. You can see Kellen immediately found value in the first fight, picking Azent. Azent, you know, previously it was Knife going down early on in the piece. Now it is going to be the Tracer for MIR Gaming. Now they do have Ruler on Hog, a tank that cannot really support the side, really reliant on a hard carry on the Roadhog if you're going to make it work. Knife playing over on the side right now, forcing the DPS to chase him, but if they don't force him all the way out, he's just going to slither right back in and keep pressuring the backline for MIR.
Harassment here as Ruler tries to get a bit of presence on point, but hard to clear them off this one. Kellen's just going to play the opposite side of that wall. Ruler tries to anticipate with the hook there, doesn't find anything. MIR Gaming building up their ultimates. They nearly have a Kitsune rush, but they've lost Azent again. Pulse bomb in the back from Knife. Might be in trouble here still. Has the recall. Blinks out of that one and takes care of Kane too. So they are just getting surrounded. Good little boot there to save Knife's life. And they will be able to get all the cleanup here. Good play from ONSIDE Gaming, just continuously harassing them from every single side.
ONSIDE really, now that the map has been opened up, they can play all of these different angles. You can see Knife holding a side all by his lonesome, and the thing is, if they go to chase Knife, Kellen will be ready with the pinch. Irony will be throwing nades across the map. Same goes for Opener on the Wu Yang. No fall off on that character. Nice sleep on the rotation. Catches Ruler. Means that he has to hide inside a little bit. Now Kellen ready to pinch with that. ONSIDE Gaming, every rotation that MIR choose to make. ONSIDE are pressuring them. Nano Blade comes out actually. Wu Yang is going to self-cast the Tidal Blast, but Addo, despite the self-cast, despite the Suzy Q, Addo can still slice and dice through it. He finds a kill with the Nano Blade. He needs to be careful though. He's actually been traded out. Not necessarily a favorable trade for ONSIDE. They're fighting inside now, and MIR Gaming with the whole hog, they are chopping through ONSIDE.
Irony's going to get the Tidal Blast to try and live in this situation here. Mine's on point. ONSIDE Gaming aren't giving it up. A hook comes through, but the wave helps keep him alive with a nade. Lots of healing options here. Pulse bomb in the back is good. Opener jumps in that one. Get down, Mr. President. But he's going to take the worst of it. Addo finds a trade on point. They still have control of point ONSIDE, and Addo is still touching.
Hang about. Addo's not just touching, he's fragging. He and Kellen together take 2 kills. Blade pulled by Kane, but it might be too little too late. 3 kills have already gone the way of ONSIDE Gaming. Their respawns are so fast. They're all playing fast characters. Knife takes down Kane. Ruler's on the objective. He misses his hog. Pulse bomb comes out. It will connect. Ruler, he gets a little bit of damage mitigation with that self-heal, but that's 100-0 for ONSIDE Gaming. Even when they were down to the wire, even when Addo's Nanoblade doesn't deliver, when MIR Gaming have that one-player advantage, ONSIDE Gaming did a fantastic job ping-ponging the point, throwing out the Tidal Blast, getting themselves right back into it.
It looks like they had an opening there when that Nano Blade just sort of gets traded 1 for 1. Really great swing in the economy, but just couldn't close it out in the end. I think really the onus is on the hog. Yesterday we saw Farmer, frequent picks all the time. And one thing that we also saw when they were playing the hog and the other team tried to play Ana when Vigi went over to that, is the Tracer Genji just ruined that Ana's life. There was no opportunity for the Ana to actually have impact with their cooldowns, forced to use a lot of them defensively. Whereas here, it didn't really feel like Irony was under all that much pressure during that Garden.
Yeah, seems breezy for irony in all honesty, but this time around MIR Gaming, this is the map that is more of an equalizer in all honesty, Xavier. This is where Roadhog can make these short flanks. Dopey Opie asleep at the wheel, picked before the fight can even begin. But Ruler's really just going to be able to walk around and do whatever he wants on this map. Much safer for MIR Gaming's comp here on Night Market and easier for the Roadhog to carry. So I really feel this is anybody's game here.
Big opening pick, and now they can make their way over to point as it unlocks. Have to clear everyone out here, but Kellen's going to get hooked in, going to take a chunk of damage for this as well, and this is not what the Bull wants to be doing. Doesn't want to get caught up fighting this Hog too much. They're trying to creep up on point. They have to be careful not to give the flip. Ruler's going to heal himself onto it as Azen tries to mark some of these flankers. Lots of damage onto Addo. Recall has been forced, but when it's Ruler who dies on point first somehow, and ONSIDE Gaming just bursts through the Hog.
And he's actually managed to go down in all of this, but Kane will be traded, so one player advantage for ONSIDE. Make that 2. Swap actually coming out from Ruler here. He's going to go back over to the Zarya. The Zarya looked rather convincing over on Control Center, but might be a bit more difficult here on a more open map in the form of Night Market. You can see pinch from the side. You've got Knife pressuring Ruler in the choke, but Ruler's just going to wait for his team a little bit. Kellen, no interest in waiting, no brakes on the Minjay train, as he's just going to go on rolling through MIR Gaming, trying to interrupt every rotation they can possibly make as Kane steps forward through main.
Bubble comes through and takes that Genji engage, and Addo takes a lot of damage, is pocketed out. Knife can't find the pulse bomb. Ruler's taking a lot of damage walking forward here. They're trying to pocket him through it, but you can see ONSIDE Gaming, they know he's weak. They're pushing him for more. Kane has been forced back as well. They're trying to stabilize around this Mega, but more and more pressure comes out from ONSIDE Gaming. They nearly have support ups, they nearly have mines.
Ultimately, ONSIDE Gaming, they've got to be happy with this, because look at MIR Gaming's rotation. They're going the exact opposite direction of the objective. So no matter how safe they are indoors, who's to say whether it matters, because they can't pressure the cap. Kellen being run down by the Tidal Blasted Kane, but no kill converted. Now Opener throws out the Tidal Blast onto himself, goes and suicide bombs the backline. Actually not going to pop on anybody, as he just wants to play live. ONSIDE Gaming, now there's a Kitsune Rush mirror on point. Zent gets one with his pulse bomb from the looks of things, but Opener is traded, slam in the back from Kellen, completely blocked up by Ruler's mine, or rather his bubble, but now the kills start to come through for ONSIDE, and it's not looking good at all for MIR Gaming.
It really is a Weather the Storm type comp for MIR Gaming, as they just have to try and accept and survive this onslaught coming through from the Genji harassment, the pulse bombs in the back, the slams coming through from the Bull. And they did a reasonable job, but eventually they took such a long way around the map, they just ran out of resources by the time they actually got there. But now, the grab timing for Ruler, the blade time for Kane, these are great opportunities for MIR Gaming to get themselves back on the board.
Oh, Kellen and Addo together, they take down Azent. Azent was the one that needed to touch the point. Now MIR Gaming are in a desperate attempt to get the tap. They have to pull the blade just to go for it. Ruler hits a massive grab, though, takes down Addo while he was blading. Kane has fallen, though, so still a one-player advantage. Ruler, he jumps onto the point through the window. Nice little rocket jump, but he will fall. So two-player advantage for ONSIDE Gaming. Trades again as OP and MCD take each other out, but it appears that Opener is a more spiritually Chinese man than MCD, as ONSIDE Gaming are once again going to 100-0 here. Night Market as well, unless...
Wait, they're all kind of low. Zed's even lower, though. They're going to reload. Any more touches? Kane coming over the top, but can't quite make it in time. Doomfist just afterwards there. And ONSIDE Gaming do recover after a tough first round. Seal their the first map here.
It's a classic case of Kellen having a 100% win rate, you know? Kellen, just you sub him in and he fucking dominates. Get this man a real team. You thought Mag was potential, man. Just wait until you've heard about Kim Min-jae.
Just one more team for Kellen, please.
Please. You know what time it is. Wow, that was fast, homosexual. You are quick to the punch when it comes to marbling.
Quick to enter. That's what he's known for. Alright, I'm gonna grab a drink.
I might eat.
What are you eating?
Leftover kebab from last night. That's going to be absolutely disgusting.
I presume it's a homemade kebab, right? That you made yourself?
Of course, I always make my own food. I never order food. So, yes.
That's one of your trademark traits.
Trademark trait. Looks like a caveman, Hunter. Thank you, Armedo_07. That's what happens when you don't shave for 2 weeks and you look old.
No, homosexual, you're playing in the wrong place. You need to play in Hunter's chat. Same for you, Hilarion.
He's already got his marble in my race, mate.
He's looking for a multiplayer situation.
Hey, Conk. Hey, Jazz. Oh, it's so cold, sloppy. Oh, God. It's not going to be good. We need to bring Kellen back to Nixel. We need to bring the New York Excelsior back just so that Kellen can have one last shot. Have to imagine that ONSIDE gaming pay ain't quite the same as the New York Excelsior. Oh, God. It's just no good. Who's ONSIDE's gigantic coach? Is it FaZe? I think it might be FaZe. Hello, Herman. You're getting a custom marble right now? Okay, let's keep it going. Let's get another marbles race going. I'm using the back of my hand to press my mouse. You got 30 seconds to get into this race. This is speed round. Because I'm only going to get dirtier with the hands, so... Nice one, Mike. Well done. No! The camera's facing the wrong way. I can fix this. God, that was quite the challenge. Oh. I was trying to watch Conk's marble, but unfortunately he suffers from stage fright. This kebab is low-key a lot better today than it was yesterday. Kebabs are like wine. That's untrue, but this one was like sloppy. And it's gotten less sloppy with coagulation of fat, so... We don't have kebabs in Arkansas. I'm jealous. Just get out of Arkansas.
I'm back.
Oh, wow.
Kebabbing?
Oh, that kebabbing so hot right now. It's so good. Oh my god! I love Macedonia. Just came flying in like a bat out of hell. Still lost, but... Kilo's in for Addo. Did Kellen get sold?
I didn't see. Yes.
Yeah, he did. Damn it! Hashtag bring back Minjay.
Boost him back into the lineup.
Can we get some boost for Kellen? please. Now you've got 21 seconds to get in this marbles race, guys. A 9 marble participant race would be genuinely disgraceful.
21 seconds to go.
No, I'm just doing chain rounds. You know, we're chain marbling.
You know, when I had my stag at Butlins, the So Solid crew actually played that weekend at Butlins as well.
The what?
The So Solid crew. The group that did the song 21 Seconds to Go.
He's making this up.
None of all this is true. Somebody please confirm that I'm not delusional and that this was a real band, a real song, and they really played Butlins that weekend. Also, I told Chesley Hawks played for the first night as well. I Am the One and Only. That one you must have heard of. Yeah, so Lemon says they were there, they can confirm. Thanks, Lemon.
Politos says, looked on YouTube, nothing shows up. I trust
It's
my
not
account.
true. I'm gonna go on YouTube now and I'll find it immediately. I swear they were called So Solid Crew.
I love when Xavier decides to convince us that...
So Solid Crew,
complete
21
nonsense
seconds
is
to
the
go.
truth.
I can't play the song, obviously, because YouTube really won't like that. And So Solid Crew's So Solid Lawyers will be in my DMs in 21 seconds or less. But it's true.
Just wait for Craig to personally queue up that Star Wars themed ad that copyright strikes our channels, mate.
Oh, please, Craig. Don't piss off John Williams. How does Butlins get mentioned every time I watch your stream? It's just,
He's still riding off the high of his stag.
I couldn't have predicted that you were going to say 21 seconds. I am Chesney Hawks, I can confirm. Thanks, Red Eyes.
Final blitz round. Jelly Moose's second. Congratulations, II Ethical II. The prizes are numerous. Reach out to Jelly Misu on Twitch to receive your prize.
I'm not on the Butlins payroll. These are all organically coming up stories.
Mm.
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 Is it lamb doner?
Chicken.
Chicken?
Yeah, I like chicken kebabs.
More of a lamb guy myself.
I find that with the chicken, you get whole pieces of chicken. With the lamb, you get that reconstituted paper slop more often than not, you know? Like,
Yeah.
I don't like the reconstituted slop.
I like it.
Hard
Blitz
to
that meat
believe, given
up
I'm like-
and put it back together for me.
Yeah. Mixed is always best. I'm gonna stop you right there.
I could cop that. 2 is better than 1. You seen a sign? Water, oxygen, Kellen. The 3 crucial ingredients to life.
Like I'm watching the Powerpuff Girls or something. Congratulations, Jezza. I'm like 3 bites out from finishing this. I can see the player comes. I know it's coming really soon. No! Can you just
bigger
start it?
mouth. You want me to start?
I'm out of scope. Yeah, you just start. I'm like 2 bites out. 2.5.
Alright, been a while since we've seen a Rialto. We're going to be MIR Gaming's choice. A Kiriko ban, followed up by a Hazard ban. Attack lining up on the Diva coming out of spawn. We're going to run Lucio Anna with this as well. No, Lucio Anna Brig, actually. So, expect Irony Opener to start on some kind of back high ground. Just try and keep everything locked up at that first choke point. MIR Gaming seem pretty keen to run something fairly similar, though MCD lining up on the Wu Yang right now. Probably going to be playing a lot to help and empower Azent during this. I do feel, especially in these Tidal Blast turnings, as we get our, what is surely going to be an hour pause, is surely going to be really difficult for an Anna Brig to survive, I feel like. Can you shield the I don't know what it's called, but like the tidal blast thing? Any knowers? Don't tidal blast Hunter, he's eating. It can be blocked by shields? Okay, maybe there is some version of can do something about that then. This guy is agreeing with a mouthful of kebab.
Seconds away.
Aren't we all?
All right, we're back. 80 minutes. Surely 80 minutes.
Okay. So you can, but if even a little of a splash goes through, you still get stunned. So you can, but it's hard. Wait, is he gone to bed? Is this what we're pausing for?
No way. I'm hiding my webcam. Look at this. I'm rewinding. Our sync's fucked. Look at opener.
Wake up!
This guy, every time they run a pause, he taps out.
Immediately.
He's gone advanced with being dopey OP. Now he's got a fucking eye guard too, you know? Like he's got the eye the
like
eye mask that they give you on the plane.
Yeah.
Like I mean, and people say that opener hasn't improved. You know, that's somebody that is always adapting.
He's
always changing. Yeah. Can we get a dopier OP? Like, can we get a new emote?
Like the
dopier
dopiest.
OP? Yeah. Dopiest OP. Is there like no background noise?
Yeah,
I feel like Craig is over adjusted to the feedback that he fucked our YouTube revenue, you know? Like
thank you, Pete.
now the clean feed's just muted.
Not my birthday, but thank you. Nonetheless. Yeah, it's just Craig, sometimes this music are actually copyright strikes us. Oh, okay. I'll make sure music never exists again. Well, Craig, we can have a little bit of music still, and it's just you don't need to get rid of it all.
This is a classic Craig moment.
Did you get that emote made?
I did. I'm gonna rename it to be all caps. Actually, this is definitely something that needs to be all caps.
Do we have it as well, Panda? Can we get Craig's all round?
Do you think it's Craig with emphasis on the A or the I?
Craig. Where is it?
Yeah.
I'm trying to like picture the word. Craig.
Yeah, like.
Now I'm trying to picture an apple turning in my head.
Is it the A's?
I feel like it's.
Yeah, I mean,
I think it's the A's.
Yeah, we'll do Craig with 3 A's, and then IG. Changing my name. There we go. Definitely the A. Nice.
Is it possible Craig's turned off the music so opener can get to sleep?
Yeah, actually, he's allowing opener to sit in dead. I think this is actually a result of me complaining in team messages.
100%.
Yeah, 100%. Fuck. Shit, man.
Craig. Thanks, Panda.
No comment. Angry wolf kid. Oh, I added something last night that I saw on. I think I saw it on like Apply's stream or something before I went to bed. I saw there's a Flats King emote now.
Oh yeah.
It's like that whole TikTok just sped up in small form.
We have a Flats King going as well, Panda. Can we steal it from the Max chat?
Yeah, we just need a shared emote set, really, but not really, because otherwise you'd add.
I'd get a significant amount of aids. The whole stream would me asking, what does this one mean? But what about this one? What does this one mean?
What is that? What is that?
You know, I had a dream last night. We were at like some kind of party. It was Team UK, and then we bought XQC a drink. That sounds made up, but that was just what the dream was.
Oh heavens, Xavier.
I don't know what the trigger event for it is either, you know? You know, sometimes you have a dream and you're like, oh yeah, I've been watching a lot on this show or something recently.
I think we're actually angling for an 80-minute pause, by the way. So I'm going to do another marbles race. Like, get in. This is... XQC pirate reference. Yeah,
Actually, that's the only thing. Yeah, I was watching your stream when you were explaining Pirates of Spilo, and you were talking about maybe that was it. Maybe that was where the siege started.
Yeah.
Opener's taken off the eye mask, but he is sound asleep.
Oh my days, Opie. Such a sleepy boy.
That flat
To think I rushed through my kebab as well.
You could have savoured that.
Hampen Z first time play. All right, let's watch your marble. Oh god, how do I find it? They're moving so fast.
Go back on the YouTube. He had his head on the table. No way he had his head on the table at one point.
I will find you, Hampen Z, and I will spectate you. There you are. Damn it, you're too fast.
He did. He was just full. He's just sped run through all the positions you would attempt to sleep in on a plane. You know, when you go from just sort of trying to lie on the side, and then you pull the little desk down, you put your arms on the desk.
Now his head is down.
Yeah, like he's just going through all the different positions to try and sleep on public transport.
The many stages of opener, really. Like, he just goes from strength to strength. You are very elusive, Campen Z, but you know what? Either you'll go off the map or we will find your fucking marble. Thank you very much, Shootax, for the tier 1. Welcome to the Parasocial Friends Club. Appreciate that.
This guy's stupid.
Avian poet.
You see these 5 boys at the front, and they all hold up their signs, and there's fucking Drongo in the middle. Holds it the wrong way around.
Can't get it done.
Yeah, just
unfortunately, I don't get to see much of the crowd work because I'm so dialed in on the marbles. Like, hello, Shootax. Thanks for the money. I love money in my pocket, so you're the viewer for me, really. You missed it. There's actually an opportunity for you to get into another race now because the break just keeps on going. Somebody had the wrong mouse sensitivity, and we all know that it takes 80 minutes for WDG to make competitive rulings. So,
I know. I mean, I was hoping this pause would be resolved a little bit sooner since we were still in setup time, so it feels, you know, reasonable that we could get a restart going. But maybe there's some debate.
You would have thought that the precedent was set yesterday with regards to sensitivity-related debates, but unfortunately, we actually need to go through the same council, tribunal, jury process that they always go through to make competitive rulings.
There was a whole courtroom scene that we didn't see yesterday, where both sides pitched their cases with their lawyers, and then a jury of 12 independent crowd members.
You seen 12 Angry Men? I'm told it was a lot like that, where initially, nobody wanted the ruling except for one man who had the bravery to stand out, and then eventually they were able to overcome their bigotry together and all vote not guilty.
It's a shame they didn't show any of that part, really, and that we just looked at the players.
But it does make sense, because if you remember that part of the stream yesterday where the player cams were randomly monochromatic, that was actually a reference to 12 Angry Men, which is shot in black and white. I Kill People 18, welcome. One of my favorite gimmick Twitter accounts. Hi, Hunter. How was the match today? We're 1 map in. Kellen won his map. And I was happy with that. Kellen was low-key farming on ball, which is rare to say about Kellen on ball, but happy to see the boy succeed. Yo, Hunter, it's been a short time no see. Ah, yes, Yubi, of course. Tell me, Yubi. Can we get some Ubis in the chat? What is that? Yubi Awesome, I think it is. Let's get some Yubi Awesomes, please. Out of respect. You playing Clash Royale right now? Let me know. God, I want Yubi to play marbles. Big time.
Big time.
Yubi dropping the Yubi awesome. Welcome, mate.
That's good.
I play Clash Royale. Oh, I know Yubi. I know. Right, Grandma's Ashes has absolutely hooned towards the end of the race here.
Right, opener update. iGuard is back on, and we're now leaning back. He doesn't seem to have found the recline setting in his chair, which maybe would
No.
help with
He's
this.
in economy. He's reclined, but it's only a little bit.
Ah, I see.
I make every pro go Clash Royale now. Yeah, but don't you have to pay like heaps of money to like get like deep into Clash Royale? Don't you have to like pump heaps of money in? Like, I'm just a lowly Overwatch co-streamer. I don't think I can afford to get ultimate champ. We can't all win the World Cup. Yubi, let's roll up a marble, please. Let's roll up a marble. As soon as Yubi gets in the race, I'm starting it. Got my eyes glued to the chat right now. There he is. Start her up. A sea of Yubi awesomes is all we need now. Full body chills thinking about rolling one up with Yubi right now.
I will fall asleep at some point. Will you, Gala?
Oh, Gala. It's crazy. Gala comes to my stream, demands that I removes the gifts from my stream, and then goes over to yours once I do as he asks. Like,
did you? That's class. Gala, did you go out last night?
We did that.
Yeah, he pissed me off. First time meeting Max, huh?
Oof. No Titan today. Have you noticed that?
The T1 aren't playing.
Yeah. I guess it does make sense that you should only have to dance once a week for your supper. Yubi says, no way, restart. Anything for you, Yubi. We're cancelling the race for Yubi. Confirm nobody wins this round because Yubi died. We'll do another race as well. Something more fitting for Yubi. I think I know the course already. There we go.
Wait, Carla,
Let's get another marble in the race, please.
Were you there when I was speaking to Smash yesterday and he got attacked by a praying mantis and the players had to come save him? Were you involved in
come on, Craig! Sorry, but...
Were you involved in the Save Smash mission, Gala, to save him from that deadly praying mantis?
Oh, so close, Taco one. Craig! I can't believe this. I actually can't believe this. WDG are just eternally taking the piss.
You were changing your clothes in that moment? Yeah. Just talking to Smash, when all of a sudden he realizes there's a praying mantis is crawling on his hand, and he freaks out. But the players came and saved him.
I mean, last night, it was like 5 in the morning, and I'm just getting to sleep. And my phone starts exploding. Smash is calling me on Discord at 5 in the morning. Kevin starts fucking sending me messages on Snapchat. So these guys have no respect for the world clock whatsoever. Like, absolutely ridiculous what these guys are doing. 5 in the morning after a hard day grafting, and fucking they're blowing up my phone. Yubi's having a rough time on Love is in the Air. Maybe this isn't the map for him. Oh, Tolatos, no, not you too. I just got death checked by another person that I promised a code and never gave to.
Oh no.
Jeez, I can't believe there's more of you. How many are you? I'm not going to pay anyone that doesn't come and death check me, so... Alright, let me get the code. God, I still have a few more of these Overwatch 2 coins, but I'm starting to run dry. I really think they need to give us like a fixed amount of stuff that we can give away every single stream for covering this stuff. There you go, Tolotos, 1,000 Overwatch coins.
Yeah, I haven't got any stuff yet. Craig!
Yeah, I messaged Craig about it, and he said he needed to get approval. And it's like, come on, dude. Like, approval from the central committee? Like, how many games have we got to cover? Like, I had to shout at the boss of the company to get a jacket, and it doesn't fit me. Like, what's a couple of digital codes worth in the wash, you know?
Clearly too much.
Is Yubi still here? Is Yubi witnessing his performance right now? Is this still the pause? Of course. They probably hate you so much. Yeah, without a doubt. Ooh, hang on. Hang on. Yubi's taking this race from behind.
Is that a comeback?
Steph's in a Clash game. Oh, he's actually gotten caught up at the pillar at the end and not made top 10. But a respectable finish. This is his first race, apparently. Yubi lost, restart. Actually, so true. Main menu. Nobody finishes this race. Nobody wins. He did get top 10. He was 9. Okay, you became 9th. Perfect. On thin ice. That's us with Craig, actually. We can do that course. We'll do on thin ice.
Is he taking a nap? Yeah, we're just waiting for Opener to wake up, and then we can crack on with this series.
Ah, classic nap pause situation.
Sorry guys, we need a pause. One of our players has fallen asleep.
It's an online match issue right there.
Ever tell you when Majid fell asleep during one of my VOD reviews?
Oh, sounds about right.
It was, what were they called? OWCS Warriors or something? Like an old Saudi team.
Yeah.
We were doing VOD review.
It's like a Hardy team, right?
Yeah, it wasn't when Hadi was in it. I'm trying to remember. It was like, I think Kassar Plays was on it. Majid
I mean,
was
you were
on it.
always high on Kassar Plays. For the longest time, you were high on Kassar Plays
I
because
was
of
so high on
Oshtek.
Kassar.
Like,
I still think he's really good. I mean, obviously, not like now,
What,
but
now?
I was like, not now, yeah. Like, but rewind 4 years, and it was like, actually, the guy was kind of crazy, and he was a nice kid. But yeah, we was just doing VOD review. We were talking about Nepal Sanctum and stuff, you know, and then just here, you know, like a light snoring coming through. Then
Oh
we
my
realized Majid has dozed off.
that's so textbook Majid. You should have just told him that there was a trophy somebody else earned that he could hoist right then, and then he just snapped awake and appeared in the room. It's true, LeBron. Watch. It's true. Oh, Sakashiro in first place. It's a rare player. It's a long time ex-chatter more. Who was the... Wait. We're in game! Oh my god!
We're so back. It's Rialto, if you remember. It's an Anna Brig Diva defense from ONSIDE Gaming as Opener wakes from his slumber just in time to defend his first point.
Right back into the mix. Kilo, Widowmaker. So, actually, let's get the time sync. 53, 52,
It just
51,
works.
50. It just works. Kilo on Widowmaker. This is a great one for him. He can play nice and far behind. Really good angles for him here. Who was the refugee yesterday who won the marbles race? It was Harrison, the refugee from Avril's chat, who then went and defected so hard that he started giving me subs. The Avril turncoat, like legend. I hope Harrison is watching right now. You know, if he's in Avril's viewer list right now, I'll be cut up.
Hanzo versus Widow. Kilo with an early dink onto the Hanzo. An attack will finish that kill. Nice, easy first one here for ONSIDE. Nade onto the flank too. That's going to force the recalls to be traded. But Knife is getting poked out there. And this is going to be very much of a battle. A lot about this side position here on the coast.
Fine. Fine. I don't know what I said, but you know what? It's just another MAGA response, I suppose. I think this is a really good map for attack to be in as well. D.Va, so powerful on the first point of this map in particular. Can really shut down a lot of what Winston wants to do. You can see attack is already 60% of the way to his ult. But Knife! My god, he's always picked! He can't keep doing this. It doesn't matter what region, what language he's in. He's always dying. Nade comes out from Irony, but it's gone a bit wide. MCD, he does not survive this initial engagement though. Attack, he is all over them like a bad smell. This guy's already got bombs, Xavier. Ew.
Ooh, Kilo round the corner, nice little dink, and attack can clean up the rest. Good stabilization there. You see the idea from MIR Gaming. We talked about the importance of this side fight, and you see Ruler jump over to try and get involved. Leads to that knife kill, but Irony and Open do a good job of keeping each other up. They're able to stabilize. And actually, ONSIDE Gaming with that fight win are going to get to all of their ults a little bit quicker as well. Maybe especially MCD's Tidal Blast. Way far behind compared to all the ONSIDE Gaming ults.
Yeah, slow burn for MCD after being picked early on. MIR Gaming, they really need to get something done. Either with a Hanzo magic pick, another one onto Knife wouldn't hurt. That guy is always dead. Or just play slow for their Nano Winston turn. Hope that Ruler can build up the Primal and go ham with that. You can see Knife playing up above right now. Kilo's giving them wall hacks, so Kilo can see... Oh, Knife not going to get anything done with that pulse bomb though. He really loves to pray when he goes for those sticks. Kilo in a lot of trouble up the back, and Ruler's going to snipe out the sky with the right click on the Winston. But again, attack with a trade.
Good trade. The backline's still up top here for ONSIDE Gaming, but there's a Winston behind him, there's a Tracer behind him. The dive comes in, but Azent goes for low ground here, and Ruler's going to get slept up. Doesn't have the Primal yet, gets finished off by attack. Was that Nano Jax as well, trying to save Ruler?
Aww. Yeah, looks to be, as Ruler does look to be dead. Universe looks to no longer have a nano boost, and MIR Gaming, I mean, with that Nano Jax, that could just be the first point done and dusted in all honesty. Again, at any given moment, Floss could hit a headshot, could turn the tides, but ultimately, losing your nano turn, needing Ruler to go in primal dry, and ONSIDE Gaming, they're not really needing to use any of their defensive tools. Knife closing on another pulse bomb, though it's quite unlikely that he's going to hit it. Ruler jumps underneath. Open actually drops to match him, and there's a primal rage, but he's not going to use the primal rage, so just another 2 deaths for MIR Gaming, and it's going to be last fight by the time they start ulting.
Where is MCD going? They're all over him here. This is not where he wants to be. Late death, 35 seconds left on the clock. They do have a Tidal Blast ready to go. They do have Ruler's Primal ready to go, but ONSIDE Gaming, the Rally, the Nano, they've got all the tools to survive here. And it's looking really rough for him. They know Azent is behind as well.
Yeah, Azent already set up behind. ONSIDE have all the tools to hang on through MIR Gaming's ult push. The cart is so far behind. Now you can just see Orb onto Ruler, trying to pocket him a little bit, but Floss doesn't have much of an angle to do much of anything. Say hi to Wolf4 Gaming, everybody. Dragon comes out from Floss through the wall, doesn't connect a kill, might have zoned a few members out, but you can see deep push from attack now. Floss needs to catch that defensive wave. Tidal Blast comes out. Kilo will be traded actually, so that's a 1-player advantage for MIR Gaming, but MCD's gone down. Univo only 70% of the nano. Pulse comes out from Knife. I told you he wasn't going to hit it. There it is. But Irony, good for the nade pinch in main, and it's just going to be MIR Gaming stopped right here. There's a Primal, there's a Pulse, but they're going to need a miracle.
Yeah, I don't know where Ruler is right now. Azent needs help. Just pick up a mini and they can take over the touch. Still, they're stalling it out, but Azent is going to fall, and now Ruler has to do it all. Univer and MCD trying to come back fast. Ruler can stall this out for a while, but he's going to get naded and focused down. Nothing he can do here. Can't chase down any targets. Sleep comes in, and that's going to be a full hold on Rialto and a really unremarkable attack from MIR.
Why is nobody saying hi to Wolfclaw Gaming? Why are you all spamming We Good instead? Into Tiny Flames, thank you for the gift sub to Wolfclaw Gaming. Welcome, and enjoy your ad-free viewing thanks to Into Tiny Flames. Thank you very much. A tennis suit for that, I think. So, no, now they're all saying We Good. Toward the performing ape, not us. Oh, Wolfclaw Gaming is German. Yeah, this is a wash now. MIR Gaming just getting absolutely pumped. Get to a D.Va map. See attack in the lineup. But ban Hazard. Like, why is MIR Gaming going to see attack in the lobby and they're going to ban out Kiri? Doesn't that feel insane? Like, is this map good for Hazard? It's probably really good for Hazard, actually.
It's probably,
I know this used to be like an insane D.Va map, but it's probably an insane Hazard map too, right? Like, all the chokes are really tight. You can play above. Everything's like one shift range. So, yeah. The better question is probably what the fuck are we doing on this map, rather than is this map good for Hazard? Like, MIR Gaming with MCD and Univer could have gone to like a Gibraltar and banned out one of D.Va or Hazard, And then,
Just
you know,
depending
just
on
like
the
ban out
others,
Diva, go Gibraltar, and then, yeah, just play some double flex Mickey Mouse.
Yeah, it felt like they didn't really have an idea. You saw some of the theory on the first one where they try and overload that flank, but then every other single time, you know, you talk about Anna Brig, Winston, and you talk about all these cycles, your nano engages, your primal engages, but ultimately, the nano was jacked, the primal was used just to stall out point. None of these big ult turns actually, MIR actually got to get off the way they would want to. Now ONSIDE Gaming have a relatively straightforward attempt, but obviously Rialto's still one of the more full holdable maps, but there wasn't a lot of promise from MIR at the start, really.
Yeah, MIR really going to need a miracle. You can see already Attack jockeying in for some of this space up on the high ground, making it awkward for Ruler and Floss to maintain there. Floss on a much more survivable character in the form of the Freya, but at the same time, Attack, mechanical beast on the Diva, could close that gap at any given moment. MCD duking it out on the side, dueling the Tracer, hits that Guardian Wave, is going to get Knife on the run, but cannot secure the kill. Now Attack pinches on the flank. Knife wins the duel versus his end without the recall, but MCD will find a trade. Still one player advantage for ONSIDE Gaming, already being bullied all the way back. Universe about to have that nano boost, so we might be able to see the first nano of the map.
Yeah, but earlier nano boost is going to maybe save MIR here. Need to find a connection with that. Ruler's probably going to be the primary target. You see Kilo trying to go through in this bottom left-hand corner, just try and poke him out. Need to be careful. Nano comes through now. Ruler's going to go for it. Bubble and nade is good. Ruler will finish that kill, and the rest of ONSIDE Gaming just have to back off as a result of it. They'll get the DMEC, a little bit of a stagger here. And a good fight for MIR.
Yeah, it's a very good fight. Nice nano dive. Ruler really getting it done. Gets all the jump pack damage. Really bullies out ONSIDE. Even getting that late kill onto Attack just means that he has to reset fully. Slows them down quite a lot. You can see Opener on the Attack really struggling to find impact. This is often where you might see a little bit of double flex gameplay coming out. Knife's in the back line looking for a pulse bomb. I don't like his chances. It is Knife after all. He's 1v1ing. He's 13 HP. For some reason, Universe not terribly interested in pressing that fight. MCD, he's got hands at least. But Bowler Shot comes out onto Floss, will connect. Floss going to go down, so already a one-player lead again for ONSIDE, but Ruler in the back, he's primal raging, he's looking for a kill, doesn't seem to be able to juggle the Ana in a corner, so he's going to back jump away from this one. Azent has the Tidal Blast, but MCD and Univer are both dead. Azent goes down after the overhealth expires, and ONSIDE Gaming, I mean, they're just going to walk it right over the finish line.
Yeah, easy for him in the end. Really needed a trade with that Primal Rage, but Anna Brig, really not under too much trouble there. Just a single Winston to deal with. Should be survivable for the most part. And, yeah, really underwhelming from MIR, and it feels like ONSIDE well on course to get their first win.
Time for another 30-minute break? If you're lucky, Midori Oz. We waited 500 years for this. Yeah, I mean, that's the exact same thing as what happened yesterday. You know, we had an 80-minute pause yesterday, and then the map was just absolute shit. Yeah. I mean, like, yesterday's broadcast was so long for the worst games ever. Slop sponsor for ONSIDE? What's their sponsor?
It's Soup, isn't it?
The only sponsor Oh, Soup.
Sloop?
Do they even write slop? Oh, they did write slop. I was just making sure that I wasn't reading super slop. Like, my brain isn't that far gone.
Yet.
And Midori Oz can be spectated because they were complaining about the... Aren't you a lesbian? No, I'm Lebanese. But my family's been in Australia for 140 years, so that really irritates me that you'd say that. What's so bad about Soup, Rainy Day Blossom? Doesn't it have higher quality than Twitch?
Soup does, yeah.
Yeah. Rainy Day Blossom's hating on Soup right now. But me personally, I'm a Soup head. I love Soup.
Do me and Hunter share revenue when using stream together? No.
Thank God for that.
As for person with the smaller revenue at the moment, I think we should start sharing it, Max.
Oh, okay. That seems reasonable.
I've been watching a lot of, you know, shorts recently and clips and seeing on Reddit, and actually, it's always important to just act in your best interests. You individually, not anything else. If you're having money taken out of your pocket, this is a problem.
I was watching a lot of Flat's analysis, and essentially the only things that are net positive for the scene and the creator economy as a whole are things that directly benefit the person speaking. So, out of self-interest, I think that exclusive OWCS drops are fucking amazing. Let's keep that going. Saffron Prawn 473. Close but no cigar. I think you missed this race. They did a super exclusive Valorant tournament once, and the site's moderation is so bad. Ah, right.
All of the soup tournaments are like that. Like the cups they run themselves are exclusive, because we had the same problem with Overwatch. By we, I mean me individually, but obviously we as in like, I'm the most important person.
Yeah, the creator economy.
Yeah, the creator.
You can refer to yourself as an entire economy.
Yeah, super really impacting the creator economy, yeah.
Referring to yourself as a creator economy is... I like that. I just got back and they still paused? No, they got full held. It's over.
The pause was actually the good part of it for MIR. Just some time to relax on stage.
It was more entertaining during the pause because we got to watch marbles.
Ooh, thank you, Tiny Cerebrum.
Oh, Seva FSS. Congratulations. Herman, close second. Sylvie third. Wolfclaw Gaming fourth. Nice, Wolfclaw. The tongue of testicles. The tongue is actually a set of balls.
Atlas. Can I have your take
Suboptimal
on Hawk versus PK? Who would I have taken if I was the SSG coach? I feel like in many ways, like, the biggest benefit of signing Painkiller would be Nightmare would just be fucked, you know? Like, I think if you dip below Painkiller, there's like a more significant gap to whoever the next tank up would be. Like, who would it even be? I guess Clear? Clear? Zeb, maybe? Yeah. So, I feel like you would have killed Nightmare, but Cardifan, maybe. Yeah, so it feels like you would have really killed Nightmare, but then you secure yourself top 3. But I feel like if you're Space Station Gaming, you've got ambitions above just top 3, you know? So I feel like if Hawk is good for it, and word on the street is very much he's still played a bunch, right? Like, it's not like he's actually, it's not like he's coming back to the game in a way, I'm trying to think of an example. Yeah, how, like, you know, like when Twilight took a break, and he genuinely took a break, as in didn't play the game for a while because he had to do military service and stuff. I feel like Hawk's version of the break has actually just been still playing the game loads. So I guess there's more hope that Hawk is actually not rusty or washed or whatever you want to, whatever go-to phrase. So, I don't know.
I'm back in. I'm messing up the... Yeah, Callan's back in, baby.
Hawk is addicted? Yeah, that's a good word for it. So yeah, I don't know. I'm happy with the Hawk signing. Obviously, it's like... to be fair, I think I would have been happy either way. But I feel like if Hawk's still got it, and I think there's a lot of reasons to believe he does still have it, I feel like he is the better player.
No, I was not on the march today, Neo Thing Zero.
Where were you marching?
Would you believe I am not anti-immigration? Or a Nazi?
Ever tell you about that time I was at the Women's March?
Accidentally, I assume?
Yeah, so when we went to a TF2 LAN, which is how all my stories start. We went to a TF2 LAN, and it just happened that while we were there for the TF2 LAN, it was Trump's inauguration for his first presidency. So there was a big women's march in LA. So me and Coleman went out to get beers, and we were in the women's march as we went to get beers.
Yeah, it's actually really easy in Melbourne to like accidentally wind up at a Palestine march as well. Because like anytime I go into the city, like on Sunday for a beer or anything like that, there's so frequently Palestine marches and whatnot happening through the city that like you'll always get something. Like they often like close the trams like on my tram line right into the city and everything. So like it's almost impossible to avoid it because I try to go into the city and they like the tram will stop where the protest area will start essentially. So you kind of wind up in the thick of it if you head into the city on Sunday most
Best
times.
flex support in NAR and why is it UV?
Thank you, Vermilion. Best flex support in North America. Why is it UV? Yeah, no, I'd agree with that. Definitely been UV this year.
Windy Bird.
It sounds like a Family Guy cutaway. This reminds me of the time I was at the Women's March. Yeah.
There's Windy Bird.
Titanfall 2.
Damn
Oh, Team Fortress 2. You guys know this.
There it is. Come on, Minjay. Show me what you got. What map are we on right now?
Atlas.
Oh god, he's playing ball again. Why don't they ban his hero? Like, MIR Gaming's stupid. They keep subbing in tank specialists. ONSIDE Gaming. Like, MIR Gaming get the pick and they ban Lucio. Kellen just got subbed in. It's like the best ball map in the game now.
This happened. No,
you
this
just
happened
lost
against,
to ball.
This happened against T1 as well, you know, where it was like, wow, that Donghat guy really ruined our day on ball. Should we go to New Queen Street and ban ball, right? Nah, don't worry about that. Okay, that didn't go well. Where should we go now? What if we go Gibraltar against this T1 team? Okay, yeah. So I think MIR Gaming might have the fatal combination of bad and dumb.
Oh, heavens. That's not the team with the really tall coach, is it?
No, I think it is, right? Was it... I want to say it began with an L. Leona or something?
Leona. That's a League of Legends champ.
I'm pretty sure I was a coach. Let me see if I can do some... investigation.
Thank you for letting me know. Alright, let me
Leona.
hide the marbles.
Wait, is Leona the... You mean the... Yeah, Leona.
That's the league champ, yeah.
No,
Still the league champ.
No, that's for coach of MIR Gaming. Well, one of them's named after the other, but it's impossible to tell which way round.
I think we're in the game, mate. I think we got some... do we want to do some numbers check? I think I fucked it up because I rewound to check Kellen.
28, 27, 26.
Just works,
25.
man. It just works. It's the beauty of it.
It's another hog v ball situation. Ruler's going to roll out on this one. Kellen coming in to play ball. Once again, very good map for it as well, but just take some early hook. Has to use that shield. Now, MIR Gaming, a bit of space and time. They need to walk around and clear some of these DPS. Can they chase down Addo? Can they chase down Nike? You can see Ruler looking for it now, but can't find any of it onside. Being patient, waiting for Kellen's next timing.
Yeah, the thing about Kellen on the Wrecking Ball is he goes for very high uptime. He knows the angles. He knows how to get all the slams, but you see, often he will not wait for his teammates to be in position, so he goes very, very fast. He gets lots of slams. He gets lots of ult charge, but at the same time, where's the pinch from Knife and Addo? He's already taken 3 slam turns, but now he's been forced out. Now MIR Gaming get to step over towards the objective a little bit, and you can see Addo's incredibly low. Kellen has had a big period of downtime outside of the point, but Ruler has missed a hook here, and this could be a disaster for MIR Gaming. As you can see, Kellen's rolling in again up on the high ground, and Knife finds the first pick.
This time they all collapse on the same one. They soften them up. Ruler does find that trade on the low ground, but it's going to be no comparison. Wait, came with a dash up here, but Addo's there to play bodyguard. Trades that one out. Hook connects. Ruler's going to turn the kill, actually. Ruler is low HP, and the flip goes for way of ONSIDE Gaming, so I don't think they have enough gas in the tank to retake it straight away, but they can dip their toes on point here.
Swing and a miss from Ruler once again. You can see the flip soon to go MIR Gaming's way. Kellen actually rolls in, drops the E. He doesn't want to let it go. Knife also good for the recontest here, and if this keeps going on, ONSIDE Gaming might just be able to cling onto the cap. Knife up on the high ground. He's scrapping it out. He doesn't have recall, so he has to be quite careful. Looks like maybe Kane doesn't know that situation as he is going to let it go through. Opener, 15 HP, but he escapes. Ultimate from MCD, the title blast, good for it. Takes down Irony. Kane hits a little 180, takes down Addo as well. 1 player advantage for MIR Gaming. Minefield on the point from Kellen, but good God, mate, it's a 2 versus 4. The mines do absolutely nothing as Kellen has pissed that one up the wall.
Good retake from MIR Gaming. Ruler's clutch trades actually going to be the difference maker there, allowing them back on. But ONSIDE Gaming have a Tidal Blast and nearly a Blade to retake with as well. MIR Gaming might be better actually just being aggressive with a lot of these. They can maybe use the whole hog, even interrupt that Blade. But here comes the Tidal Blast all over it. They just kill Ruler before he can pop it. Addo going in for more. Gets the stun onto Kane. Doesn't confirm the kill actually. Univer going to die as well though. 2 kills out of this push. And it should be good. Knife is awfully low, so Kane can trade that one though. So they're not out of it yet, MIR.
One trade is good, but they're going to need more, and it's not looking like that's coming through as Opener takes down a Zent on the point. The flip goes back the way of ONSIDE Gaming. Considering Russian Blade for the final turn, MIR Gaming, they've got their own Blade, whole hog, and a Pulse Bomb in the pocket, but MIR Gaming really pressure on them. They need to get over to the point. They need to find these trades. They're up an ultimate, but it's just a Pulse Bomb. So at the end of the day, it really is anybody's game here as Ruler steps up. You can see dive coming through for ONSIDE Gaming. The Tracer blinking in behind. Kellen's set up behind as well. And really, it's just Ruler looking for an angle to pop this whole hog. Actually going to try and kite the first layer because Irony uses that ult quite early. The Kitsune Rush really useless here.
Yeah, it's going to force MIR to stand back a little bit, but now they can come with their own Blade and their whole hog again. Knife still behind, harassing this backline. Goes into the wave, can't connect the Pulse Bomb. Kane has pulled this Blade. He's got one. Not too much else to slice at, really, but one kill. We'll be happy with that as MIR get themselves onto point.
MIR have bodies on the point. ONSIDE, they've got ultimates for the retake, though. You can see the slam comes out on the high ground. Looks as if Kellen has completely missed it. Addo pulls the Blade now. He's on Kane's head, but he's got deflect. MCD, he's going to go down. He popped the Tidal Blast in that one. That's the Tidal Jacks, ladies and gentlemen. MCD very much struggling. And you can see now, Kitsune Rush from Univer still trying to fight this one despite the death of MCD. Really dicey for MIR as they're holding it down on the point right now.
Oh, good hook from Ruler, turning it around now. He has the whole hog if he needs it as well. They're all on the high ground, so it's difficult areas for Ruler to clear. He's getting peppered from all sides, can't land that hook onto the ball. One more heal comes through. Zent has killed Opener during all of this as well. They're all back to help preserve Ruler's life in this, and Kellen's going to have to take a step off point for a second here. ONSIDE Gaming having a hard time keeping this one contested, and they can't. They just, they have been off it for so long, they didn't trigger it, so it just goes straight through to MIR.
Oh, goodness. ONSIDE Gaming really letting that one slip through to the keeper. Even though they taxed MCD of his ultimate, they still couldn't get it over the line. Kellen, that's, what is that, 2 minefields that the poor young man has dropped for no point win. 55% to another one. MIR Gaming, Ruler swings wide, goes for the hook, catches nothing. Tidal wave, no, it's a Guardian wave, comes out from MCD, but he's still going to go down as Kellen gets slammed up. Nice little dive from Addo and Kellen together. Addo's going to clean up onto Kane as well. So with a 2-3 player lead for ONSIDE Gaming, they are going to get this first flip.
Must be said, for this type of comp matchup here, really, the first point in many ways is one of the more difficult ones for ONSIDE Gaming, because there's lots of these sort of enclosed areas that the backline of MIR can stand in that are just difficult for Kellen to get regular and frequent engages in. As we go to a lot of these other points, including this D point we're on now, it's going to be a lot more open, and these rotations, just like this, are going to be very difficult for the backline as we've seen that early slam come in.
Early slam comes in from Kellen. He's going to hold on to the minefield now. Tidal Blast comes out on Addo, but he's completely fumbled it. He didn't have the dash timing just quite right, so he doesn't find anything there. Still 2-for-1 trades. ONSIDE Gaming looking like they're quite ahead. MCD goes down as well. Opener's traded out, but still a 1-player lead for ONSIDE Gaming. Ruler's moving over to the point now. He popped the whole hog in all of this, but ONSIDE Gaming, they should be fine to stagger this one out. Hook from Ruler catches Knife. Irony's actually incredibly low, and Ruler may have just clutched up out of this world with the help of a Zent, who hid in the corner. Once again, Kellen throwing down the minefield on the objective, pooping out his mines without any slam to assist it. He loves that maneuver, and it is going to look like no mines killed for Kellen. Kane takes down Addo, and come on, Minji!
No third time lucky for Kellen, and that's going to be a flip from MIR. Once again, Ruler being the difference maker. You can see MIR, Kane, Ruler, they kind of just walk forward and find their own picks. It means MCD and Univer have a hard time, but they're clutching out a lot of these fights when they make it messy, and now a lot of ults for MIR to back this one up with. Kitsune rushes on both sides, lots of blades, Pulse Bomb is out, big pressure now coming onto MCD, Wave comes out defensively and the Kitsune rush, Ruler's taking a lot of pressure as well, and his Kitsune rush trade comes in. Addo dies before popping that blade, Tidal Blast onto Kane now, looking for the follow-up, gets for 180, tick onto Knife, and the Tidal Blast will finish it. He's going to blade as well, they're already dead, Kane.
My God, Kane just decided he wanted to swing his sword on a bunch of corpses. ONSIDE Gaming, almost their entire team was dead, but Kane pulls the blade anyway, just out of respect for the ultimate economy, trying to keep things nice and even no matter the scenario. MIR Gaming now, they're stepping quite far forward. Ruler looked for a cheeky hook there, didn't find any opportunities. He actually throws out the hook this time around, catches nothing. But ONSIDE, they're good for one last touch here. They've got the blade in the pocket, open to 70% on that title blast as well, Joe.
Coming round, Kellen's going to get the first touch here just to try and trigger the overtime. Knives recalled already. Blade over the top now. TP away. Can Ado find any follow-up? He cannot, but Irony and Knife on there to finish a couple of the kills. Two-player advantage, and we are at 86% here. But Azent, Ruler 2 kills, but a trade onto the Hog will allow the flip to go through. Azent is going to have a really hard time touching here. They know exactly where he is. They are on his case. Don't think he is recalled. Does get the touch. Dies for it. But I don't know if anyone else is really here to follow it up from MIR.
Feels as if now this is just going to be ONSIDE evening up the scoreboard a little bit. Bet Kane wishes he had that blade back. Good grief, young man. What are we doing? Ruler closing in on another whole hog, but it is a rather open point, so not an ideal one to pin people up against the sides. Either way, Ruler has been doing a lot with these hooks. Kellen goes in quite early, wastes his E early on in the piece. He is going to escape. Boost Kellen, help him get away from this situation, but he has used his E. He has lost his turn. He's going to come back in with a minefield, and God already knows he's not going to slam when he pops it.
Stabilizing for now, MIR trying to clear some of these threats behind. Eyes on this Anna, 180 pulse from Azent, won't connect. Mines come through, he's got a slam with it as well! The follow-up comes through, Opener's fair, Tidal Blast comes through, finishes off that. Both backline will die. MIR now only DPS, only tank, no healing, so straightforward cleanup from this point for ONSIDE.
Yeah, look, that's a good one for the side of ONSIDE. It cost them 2. Needed to use the Tidal Blast and Kellen's minefield, but I mean, that man is hooning towards another one. Already 30%. High uptime Wrecking Wheel, even if the dive and pinches and are not perfect. Irony, 75% to a Nano boost as well. Nano could be huge. Throw that out onto Ado or Kellen, and there is a reasonable chance that they start clutching up. You can see Kellen rolling on through the MIR Gaming backline right now, just trying to get a little bit more ult charge, and he succeeded. He's already 50% to the minefield. Again, Ruler's hook goes completely wide, and MIR Gaming, they need to start stepping towards the point, but MCD already forced to use that Guardian Wave just on the run, and Suzu.
It's all the cooldowns now, MIR's backline have to be so careful now, and there's nearly a Nano boost available. Whole hog on that hook, lots of damage onto Kellen, he rolls away, but now a Nano turn for ONSIDE Gaming to come back in with now. The whole hog is keeping him at bay. MCT actually finishes the kill, pushed into a corner, set up for him now. Kitsune rush on point to deal with this Nano. Genji, a hook neutralizes Ado for a little bit, but he has to dash away actually from all of this, and MIR, they've got themselves onto point. Tracer pressure from Azent finishes for kill, and Kane and Ruler are good for the cleanup too. They deal with all of that now. Nice whole hog from Ruler.
Huge plays from Ruler there. Nice hook, nice whole hog. You've also got Azent taking down Irony in the mix. I saw a 2v5 where Kellen built his minefield, and I was really expecting young Minjay to just pop it for no particular reason, lost in the source. Fortunately, he had the presence of mind to hang on, so now the retake, it's very possible for ONSIDE Gaming. Ado received the Nano boost and all that, but he really did a whole lot of nothing. He was so close to the blade, he still couldn't get it online. Kellen, he's going to poop out his minefield on the objective for no reason again. That covers the point, but nobody from ONSIDE's actually pressuring the cap right now, so a little bit of a waste once again from Kellen. I'm starting to detect a little bit of a trend in these minefields, perhaps some feedback that he received in the past that he's still failing to act upon. Now a blade comes out from Ado, Tidal Blast, self-casted by MCD. This time around he's not going to go down. He's actually going to stun up Ado but not find the kill. Kellen's mines that I was criticizing find a kill onto a Zent, completely inanimate object, manages to get it done, and ONSIDE Gaming, they are going to clutch out this scene.
Looked possible for a second there, but they kind of boxed them into a corner with one of these early cycles from Kellen. Then Ado's able to get this big blade off, and Kane could never quite find the opportunity to get one of his own. So that's ONSIDE Gaming taking a 2-1 lead as we move on to this next point. Kellen will be there first, but everyone's going to kind of maybe meet in the middle a little bit here, and it is blade advantage for Kane. The opener has that Tidal Blast. Could use it defensively, like we just saw MCD try and do, or just throw it onto Knife or someone for their own aggression.
I think the aggressive plays with the Tidal Blast onto the Tracer, they're so incredibly powerful, but we've seen them more from the teams that have perhaps a higher level of team play than what we've got going on here at the bottom end of OWCS Korea. When you've got when you've got Crazy Raccoon, they're going to consistently hit that combo. They've thrown it out onto Knife. He has managed to take down MCD with the pop shot. Knife's going to be hooked up though, 13 HP, the overhealth just saving him. Thank God for Kellen. Blade pulled by Kane, and it's a Kane blade if ever I've seen one, as he catches absolutely nothing. Azent will trade OP though, so really a good situation situation for MIR Gaming. They've still got Ruler on the point. He's still got a healthy amount of healing available, but Knife takes down a Zent. Kane trades Addo. It's so back and forth. Kellen throws down the minefield. Presumably no slam combo in that, as there are no kills coming out of it. Kane gets another kill onto Irony, and MIR Gaming, it looks like they're clutching this one out, but they're not out of the woods yet.
No, repush now coming through from Knife. He's got backup here from Opener and all of this. They have got the flip MIR, and it might just stop the pressure for now. Kane manages to live, and Ruler will come make sure this right-hand side is cleared out thoroughly now.
Clearing the side is so important here if you want to get a retake off. You cannot allow so much of the space to be occupied by just one team. You can see Kane now. He's holding quite far forward. Univer up on the back high ground as well. He needs healing. That's going to be Suzu and Guardian Wave once again forced. These two supports need to stop doubling up on their cooldowns. Irony falls over because both supports are sucking each other off. Nanobruce comes out onto Addo in the neutral. He does not have the blade, but Irony good for 2. And Addo, I mean, he was just a distraction at the end of the day. He comes in, doesn't really kill anything, but Irony's good for it. Kane, set your watch to it, folks. He finds a kill every single fight, but it's just not going to be enough. ONSIDE gaming, they're back in control. 69% for MIR.
Double DPS soul and a Tidal Blaster following it up with. Last one went on to Knife to put more pressure onto his backline. And MIR, that's where the comp's falling apart a little bit. The backline is having their cooldowns forced early, then can't survive. They're trying to walk in, and Zent already under a lot of pressure. Cooldowns invested to help Zent going. Tidal Blast now for him as well. Opener's going to use it on himself. The stun sleep comes through, though. Disaster now. Irony's awfully low, and Zent's going to be finished off in that one. Nice kill from Irony. Now they're all over the rest of them, and this should be a quick second fight now. ONSIDE gaming.
Game-winning sleep there for Irony. Ruler's actually traded Addo. Got to be so careful if you're onside not to overextend, but with MCD going down as well. Ruler actually, he thought he could clutch this one out. He pulls the whole hog, but he hasn't found any trades, and I bet he's going to wish he could get a refund on that one. You can see Kellen's, he's not really stuck behind, but he is operating behind right now. Actually ready to swing back in for another turn, an ONSIDE game, and they really do have all of the tools to close out this series right here and now. Blade for Addo, Pulse for Knife, and a completely cosmetic minefield that will wind up on the objective. Guardian Wave comes out from Opener. It will catch a Zent, but Blade from Addo hooked by Ruler. No kill conversion. Dashes into MCD's face and will go down, but MIR Gaming, it appears they've neglected to touch the point, and that's just going to be the series.
Yeah, straightforward one at the end for ONSIDE gaming. It does feel like, just from the eye test, it doesn't feel like compared to maybe when we watch like the Crazy Raccoons, the T1s played these versions of the ball comps. It doesn't feel like we're reaching the same level with a lot of these things. Still some problems with timing between Kellen and the rest of his DPS, but ultimately, still significant steps ahead of the MIR game in here, who maybe are starting to shape up as our 9th place team.
Yeah, rock bottom. The spiritual Vesta.
There's always a Vesta.
There's always a Vesta. Sometimes Vesta does so badly that they have to region swap, but it is still Vesterable. Do not worry. Yeah. Poor little Kellen. He's more of a talker than a listener, I'd say. So he's got a lot mechanically. He can do everything that's required on these characters, but you know, if he needs to slow down. Oh, we've got info in the chat. Hello, mate. How are we? Long time no see. My favorite LARPer. But yeah, let's watch Ahmed 07. Kellen, he can do a lot on the wheel, but he's not very good at slowing things down. He's not very good at listening to what people are saying. So sometimes if you see that there are perhaps some timing issues and you think, wow, Kellen's doing a lot of damage, Kellen's got a lot of uptime, it's just a case of, you know, he doesn't necessarily like to wait. If he sees the opportunity, he's going to seize the opportunity. Even if it means that the opportunity never existed at all. Now the call in ranked is so deadly. I remember you messaging me about that, like during the season, Kelsey. Milkman Overwatch, thanks for the 6,000 viewer raid. Thank you so much. Welcome to all 6,000 of Milkman's viewers. Don't jinx me, I already have Ahmed. Kellen's a visionary. Kellen sees something that I don't. I'll tell you that much for free.
What's the opposite
People have been calling...
the opposite of there's cathedrals if you have the eyes to see them, but the opposite of that, you can't even see cathedrals when they're right in front of your face.
You're blind. Or you're an atheist.
I think you can still see cathedrals even if you're an atheist.
네, 오늘
I,
첫 번째 경기
I don't subscribe to all that. Who's being interviewed right now? Who's that?
감사합니다.
Addo.
네.
Oh, it's Addo. Fuck, I want a Kellen interview. The people want the Minjae interview. Ball specialist.
한번 들어볼게요.
사실 오늘 무조건 이겼어야 되는데 3세트 조금 삐걱하긴 했지만 그래도
Go on,
이겨서
Ahmed.
무조건 이겨야 한다. 정말 양팀 모두 한채 양.
Yeah, I think Dodo's a rookie. I think it was, I forget the team name. All the lower Korean teams blur into one. But yeah, I think last stage was the first we saw of the Dodo.
받아치는 게 좀 관점이었던 것 같아요. 어떻게 좀 신경 쓰면서 플레이했을지.
New era, thank you.
근데 이게 솔직하게 말씀드리면 사실 딱히 의식은 안 했고 그 3세트 때 제가
Inspirational,
후반에
Tony.
좀 많이 죽었는데 그 켈란 선수가 뭐라 하더라고요. 그래서
Oh, he's talking about Kellen.
룰러 선수 오늘 신들렸다. 이거 얘가 잘한 거다. 뭐 이런
Wait,
식으로.
Ahmed, you won. All eyes on you, and you won. And you were complaining about being jinxed.
그리고 오늘 아도
Come on.
Curses lifted.
Come on now.
모두 활약 엄청나게 좀 보여줬는데요. 미르 게이밍이 반전의 싹을 틔워낼
Just
때마다
laughs. He's too nonchalant about it too.
매서운 킬캐치 능력 보여줬는데 특히 요즘에 좀 서브 딜러 영웅들의 활약이 점쳐지는 상황이잖아요. 어떻게 보고 있을까요?
근데 이렇게 서브 딜러만 나오는 그게 진짜 오랜만인 것 같아서 제 개인적으로는 좀 마음에 드는 것 같고요. 근데 요새 근데 나이프 선수가 정말 재능 있는
It's not for my competitive
생각해서
teams, Ahmed.
나이프 선수가 저희 팀에 와준 게 정말 다행이라고 생각하는 것 같습니다.
이렇게 또 팀 사랑까지 내비쳐 주시는 아도 선수입니다.
Alright, I think it might be time for a little breather for me, so I'm going to put you on Space Station.
Space Station.
이렇게도 이벤트도
It's my
펼쳤어요.
favorite map.
사랑이 대단한데요. 그만큼
Goes for
팬분들에게
ages.
That's where I
많을
work.
것 같아요. 한마디 부탁드려요.
일단
You work on Space Station too?
저희 대표님들이 다 준비해 주시는 거라서.
What do you think, Space Station or Marble Centurion? We'll go Marble Centurion.
Yeah, Space Station is like, it's really long.
I think Marble Centurion's even longer.
Oh.
말씀드리고 싶고.
Yeah.
그리고 이제 저희가 뭐 지든 이기든 응원해 주시는 팬분들 정말 항상 감사하고.
You go through the whole solar system.
반면
And out of respect, we'll watch BDSM Gandhi 69. 60 seconds to get into the race.
잘해줄 수 있을까?
Thanks for keeping it
See
respectful.
you soon.
있을까? 뭐 이런 얘기
Yeah,
있었는데
out of respect.
저는 어제보다 오늘 더 잘하는 것 같습니다.
자, 어제보다 오늘 더 잘하는
See you soon, folks.
내가 되겠다. 멋진 아도 선수의 한마디 들어봤습니다. 자, 이렇게 첫 번째 승리팀 온사이드 게이밍의 아도 선수와 인터뷰는
Alright, bear with me. I just need to type some things up.
제타 디비전과
I think ONSIDE could beat Zeta. Nah, I mean, obviously they won today, right? But I actually feel like when I did my power rankings, I was like ONSIDE, maybe they're like, you know, just outside Zeta, everything like that. But I feel like actually ONSIDE are just not that good, really. I think I'd probably put Old Ocean above them now, based on like the early showings. So I feel like, yeah, the divide between like the big five and everyone else, I think, is gigantic. Old Ocean may be top of the bottom, but ONSIDE Gaming, like, I don't know, yeah, could really see them being very uninspiring. Corrupted by the West, yes. All the teams with players, with Korean players who have come back from abroad have come back tainted and ruined. There's a cheeseburger and a burger emote. That's true. It's important to cover all bases with these things. Can we swap the two emotes? Yeah, I think it does make sense. I don't know if Panda's here right now, or Tubi, or someone with the name and power. I can. Yeah, let's get the official logo as cheeseburger, and the spinning burger can be burger. Yeah, a presumption here is, I don't know what the map is, but now we're just going to be playing ball again or something. Could also be an Ilios or something like that. Presumption, Zeta Division should have first map pick as well, so very much they could just do like a, go to Ilios, protect a tank or something. I feel like for the most part though, like, Heiser actually has pretty good flexibility in terms of can play any of the tanks, so I don't think they can really bully him in that sense. Yesterday we saw Old Ocean mostly bullied by their backline being targeted. There's a sort of big question where we saw Jaehong play loads of Lucio yesterday, and it looked wank. Is that Old Ocean's plan? Did they just think Kiri Lucio is the best combination of heroes, or Lucio Wu Yang is just the best combination of heroes, so they have to play the Lucio? Or how much of it was because they couldn't just do like a Kiri Wu Yang or something like this because of various bans and everything coming in? So, question is, I feel like Old Ocean on paper should want to play like Kiri Wu Yang or Anna Wu Yang, something like this. We saw him do it on map 3 yesterday. I feel like that's what we want to see more from them, or they should want to play more. Didn't see a whole lot of it yesterday. The Lucio look is not good for Old Ocean, whereas Zeta Division with Bliss should feel a lot more comfortable in that in that type of matchup.
Did I hear Bliss mentioned?
Yeah, I was saying nature of this next one is actually Old Ocean wants to avoid the Lucio, but Zeta Division very happy to play the Lucio in a lot of these comps.
Ah, yes.
Could be a Bliss diff.
Oh, Wackety, thank you very much for the gift sub. Congratulations, Sefika. Welcome to the Parasocial Friends Club. Thank you, Wackety. Appreciate that. And yeah, to the man asking how long will you be streaming? Long enough for you to finish your drops.
Never stop dropping.
That's the plan. That's the basic outline for income for the remainder of the year.
It's literally just keep dropping until that bank account is full.
Yeah. Slop until you drop. You are look nice. As always is smiley face. Thank you, Info.
Ah, it's nice.
Thank you.
Seems like
My
it's the
favorite
first
chatter. It's the first nice message I ever received in this channel.
Yeah, it's actually, I've almost